Hi, so welcome back. This is the second video that we've uploaded today. This is the one where we are expanding on our first episode of the starting seeds bit. So we're growing seeds from start to finish, and we're actually going to be sowing some seeds in this bit. So I hope you enjoy it. Also check out Blustar Dave, he's ace. Alright. So we're chitting our potatoes on our new worktop that we put in, and my glamorous assistants arrived.
With a Benny hat on.
With a Benny hat on, look. Benny off Crossroads. So yeah, these again are the first earlies. These are what we've got left of the first earlies. Always be prepared for indoor jobs, boys and girls.
That hailstone.
That hailstone's coming down now. So at the back there's the Red Duke of York. Then we've got the Home Guard. All of these then, up to here, up to here, yeah. They're Ulster Prince, and then on the end are the Charlotte. So that's the Charlotte. So all of these are going to be planted up as we go forward over the next week or two, into the buckets, the Asda buckets that we were showing you before. Okay, but we're going to be starting some other seeds today. We're going to show you how to do that. Now this is our seed station. This is our compost. And we've also got vermiculite, which is down there, so I'll show you that as well in a second or two. There we go, vermiculite. Right, let's get cracking. Okay. So, that's our riddler. Dun, 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 dun.
No, Jimmy Riddle.
Jimmy. That's our Jimmy. So first of all, we've got to sieve the compost. So this is the compost we've got there.
Hey, it's sunscreen, right?
I know. It's a miracle. And that compost then, so it gets dumped into the... This is just a general purpose compost from Paul Green. Paul Green Nurseries, this. And as you can see there, as we riddle, the lighting isn't brilliant, I don't think, with that sun coming through, but as you riddle, all the big stuff comes out, and you're left with the finer stuff, which is down there, which is what you want. So with that stuff, that doesn't go to waste, that goes on the garden. I'm going to chuck it on the garden now. We can come back in and do it again. So we want 2 riddles. Like that. And again, watch in amazement as you get left with the big lumps. So all the fine material filters through the holes. And we're left with the big stuff. I don't know whether you can pick that up. That sun's not helping, is it?
Alright.
Okay. That's a fine.
Got a sunbeam.
We have got a lovely little sunbeam coming through. So that again goes out onto the garden. Okay, now your next step is to fine that down even more by adding the vermiculite. So the vermiculite, let's use them one. I'll just get my cup. Which is that stuff. Yeah. Golden brown texture like sun. We want 2 cups of that in there. So it's about 10% vermiculite then. So I'll mix all that in now with the mix. When you're starting seeds, really, you don't want any nutrition or very, very little nutrition, because what you want is your roots to seek out that nutrition and go big and literally root about to look for it. So the compost itself's not got anything in it really. It's not got any nutrient value to it. This particular compost. It's mostly coconut coir and things like that. And so it's not going to feed the plant. But when you want seedlings, you want the babies to find the feet and grow strong, to work for the nutrition and seek it out at this stage, at seedling stage. Okay, so that's all you do, yeah? So you've got the compost there, which is a bog standard compost, and you have a vermiculite, and that's a loose seedling mix. So if you want to just pause it there, Mum. So that's that set we got from Asda. It's the £5 seedling starter kit. So because we're all about economy on the Little Farmer's Farm, I'm going to use that as an experiment to see if it works. I can't see why it won't work, but we're going to give it a crack. We're going to give it a try. All right. You pause it. So the seeds we're going to be starting today are going to be those ones. So we've got the Rainbow Chard, some beetroot. I'm not 100% sure what type of beetroot that is because I've ripped the top off it, haven't I? A mystery beetroot. And Kilaton F1, which has got good clubroot resistance. We have clubroot on this plot. I didn't introduce it. It was already here when we got the plot. So we've got to work with that. We're trying a different bed up at the top this year for the brassicas. And that's part of the brassica family there, that cabbage. So that's what we're going to be having a go at today. We're going to be starting some of these today. So to avoid that, so you actually know what variety you're growing, open them from the bottom. So just peel away the bottom part and you can retain the whole pack then and see what you've got. And then once we've taken the seeds that we want to from that inner foil pack, we can put it back inside there and we know what's what. Clever. Not as thick as I look, am I?
Not quite.
Not quite. Yeah. So what we're going to be doing with these is that we're going to be growing successionally, and this is the first succession. So in here, we're going to be needing 6 of the Kilaton F1 going in there, and then the Rainbow Chard, because you're picking that as it's coming, you don't need as much of that, so we're going to only do 4 of those. So the other 4 are going to be picked up with that, and then we're going to put 1 or 2 beetroot seeds in each one of these little trays, and then when they come through to fruition, they'll be ready then for planting out when they're about 2 to 3 inches high, something like that. So that'll fill up with the root, and then we can plant them directly outside in about 3 or 4 weeks. That's the plan anyway, boys and girls. Okay, so let's get cracking. Yeah. So there's our beet leaf chard. Now we want 4 of those, yeah? So the best way of doing that is a little secret little tip. You get your seeds. They're not too bad, these, actually. They're quite a good size, you see. They're not too bad of a size. You can pick them up with your fingers. We'll get them into a plastic milk bottle top. I'll get another good specimen out. And the little ones, the other ones. So yeah, a plastic milk bottle top. And there's your 4 that you need, that you're going to be using. And so then, make sure you seal it back up again. And pop it back in. So it's packed. Nope.
Oh.
That's the one. So there's our Rainbow Chard. Going back into his pack. Into there. And that can be you can take that up again if you want to. And that'll be ready for the next succession that we're going to be doing. Okay, so we'll put that there. So there's your 4 little seeds in the little, you want to follow it? In there. Okay, all we need to do now is get our little pots Yeah, our little pots. Do that. Get your dibber. Do that in the middle. Get the hole. Little seed. Chuck it in the hole, only about 1 centimetre down. Okay, and then cover him up like that. Okay, now pause it.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Give it a good drink. And then pop it in there. Now it's a bit sloppy and slushy at the minute, as you can see there, but that will soak down and not dry out, but just remain moist. So we're going to carry on and fill these up. As I said, we're going to put 4 in there of the chard. We're going to get 6 of the cabbage in, and then we're going to put all of those beetroot in as well. Yeah. Right, I don't know if you can actually even make these out. Look at those tiny little seeds there. They are cabbage seeds, and they are minuscule. But we're going to show you how, with a little trick, you can do them single-seeded and get them in the hole. Alright, I'll just fill these ones up now. Right, so there they are filled, and there's all the little holes in. That's, it's on the sort of, the smallest, I don't know if you can make that out, the smallest divot, really. So they're only about 5 millimetres down, these. That's where they're going to be going. But I'll just pass you over to Mother McCree. You got it?
Yep.
Right, so what you'll have to do if you can get in here, I'll show, because I want to show the people how to do this. This is going to be tricky, this. What we'll do is, we get our, can you see? That. Wet the end of your match. Grab one of them with it. See? You see?
Yep.
Yeah? And then it goes. You just pop it in. Like that. And it's in. It's just muck. And get yourself another one. Grab it. The water grabs it. And then in it goes. And you check it's not on, it's gone. And then you do the same again. So if you want to pause that. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. Then we just gently water them up. The reason I use that match is because it's dead fiddly to grab them with your fingers. But the droplet of water does the job. And then when it goes in and you drop it into the hole, it kind of automatically releases itself. It's cool. Okay. Give them a nice drink. The warmth and the water and the contact with the soil will activate, hopefully, the seed and trigger it into life. That's what you're looking for. That's what you want. A little seed kicking off its little life. Because it's been used to being in the dry and really cool conditions of its little package, and then it comes out here and it's released into the wild. Right. And Mother Earth's just putting the labels together now, writing the labels out. Those are the extra fine Sharpie pens that you can get. They're ideal for the job. So yeah, so on the reverse face of that, you put the dates, but I'd start with the top one first because it'll be dry now. That
Right.
So she's just putting the dates on now.
And it's 29th of February.
29th of February. If you've got a fancy fella, ladies, it's time to propose to him today. You are allowed.
There we go.
Yeah. So she'll be doing all 4 of them and popping them in, so we know what's what. So that's our final few. So we're going to get 18 of the beetroot in. Okay, okay. Same principle as before. Exactly the same method. Just watering our beetroots in now. There's the beetroot. So we know we've got the 4 Rainbow Chard, the 6 cabbage, and the 18 beetroot. Easy, innit?
You've only got 16.
Oh yeah, 16, yeah. They wouldn't fit in. Anyway, 16 beetroot. We'll get us started, won't it? So we've got the lid there. Mother's going to put the lid on for us now. And this is a different. This is the Wicks one that we had. Turn it round so that label's at back. This is the Wicks one that we picked up the other day, because with the labels in, the Asda tray isn't tall enough. But
Right.
but that should be spot on. That.
There we go. Oh, sorry.
Viola, tripping up over everything. My mother. And that's it. So we'll leave them in there now, and then when they come through and show the first true leaves, they'll come out with 2 leaves at first, and then the first true leaves come through. You can set that lid off altogether. I'll leave the vent open like that to try and avoid too much condensation inside there, because that can lead to issues with mould and things. So that's about it, boys and girls. I'll just show you where we're going to be putting that now. And there it is, on our makeshift table. 4 upturned Asda buckets, cut flower buckets, with a bit of old plywood on top of it. We can get 3 of them on there in a tray. One of those long trays. I don't know what I've done with the long trays. Are you there? There's a long tray. And Mother's brought us down that, which is an orange tree, which she's had outside in this flaming weather. No wonder it's looking poorly and sickly for itself. But hopefully it'll come back in here. The water's damp. It's been out, as I say, it's been outside. But next time I come down, I'll put that in the tray as well, and see how that gets on. The orange tree. Right, that's us for today. I'm going to go and get something to eat. I'm starving. I never had. Well, my mum brought a pie now for us. A meat and prater pie from Greg's. Not from Greg's, actually. I'm telling you lies. It's from Greenholes, or Greenholches, as they call it in Wigan. Greenholches. So yeah. So that's me. I'm going to get off now, get this edited and get it up for you for about 5:30 tonight, Greenwich Mean Time. There's my glamorous assistant in the background with the red gloves on. This will not be sponsored by Fixodent. Have to sort that out. Right, see you later on. Bye bye, boys and girls. Bye.